Oh, there's another one. There's another one. Look at there. See, they're right here. They're following it up. Yeah, that's a different one. He's just a little bit smaller. A little bit smaller. Hello, what's going on? Hope you guys having a good day. Thanks for checking out this channel. So this video is actually going to be my first video for this YouTube channel. And as you guys know, it's called Kentucky Backwaters. Now, I normally fish a lot of creeks through Kentucky, the area that I live in. And right now, it's a little bit chilly. It is it's April 16th. The waters are a little bit cold for the creeks. I've been out a couple of times, you know, caught one or two. Haven't really had that much luck. And normally I catch a lot of them in these particular creeks. So today I'm actually trying out a new spot that I just happened to drive by and noticed. I've been down this road many a times. I've never seen this lake because the trees and the brush are so thick and overgrown you can't even see it. But you know, this time of year the leaves are starting to fill back in, and I happen to see there's a lake back here. So there's actually some trails. Let me turn this camera around. See, there's actually a trail that comes up there, little fishing spot. The trail runs on through there. I really don't see any other access on the other side over there. Over there, there's actually some clear bank access. Somebody's over there fishing now, actually. So there's, down this road, there's actually a couple more places to walk down in here. So I'm gonna give it a try. People do fish here, you can see. So I've got 4 rods and reels kind of set up already. I've got one that's got a topwater buzz bait, just a white. So I'm gonna try that one. The water is actually a little bit stained, not too clear, so I may have to go to a darker color there. I've had really good luck with this one on the creeks whenever the creeks are a little bit stained. It's just a little 3-inch worm, dark color. I got a dark green and I got a white. I want to try that one here. And then I've got 2 little ultralight rods that I use. These are for the small fish. This one is just going to be a little pinch on weight with a tiny little hook. I'll just put a little artificial, tiny little artificial bait, like a little worm on there. You know, these are just small little reels, rod and reels you can buy already put together, really cheap. Don't have to spend a bunch of money on them. This one is a little bit nicer of a rod, a little bit longer. And this one has got a rooster tail, the brand rooster tail. That's a little dark color, which will probably be nice for this stained water. I have a few other ones that are a lighter color. So I think I want to try the rooster tail first, because when I was here earlier, I actually came through here earlier. I had to go run some errands, and I seen the guys over here on the bank. They were fishing, catching bluegill. So I want to throw that one out a few times, see what we, you know, hook into something hopefully. If not, I want to start throwing out the larger ones. Not sure if there's anything in this lake or not, but we're fixing to find out. Well, I didn't have the camera on when I was throwing them out, but look what I got. I started with a little rooster tail and I wouldn't get nothing, so I switched to the little 3-inch worm, And fourth cast, nice little largemouth. How about that? Nice, huh? All right, let me go ahead and get him off of here. Throw him back in. I guess I'm gonna leave the camera on. Maybe we can get some fish here. He basically hit it right there, right at the shoreline as I was coming in. About tore my bait up. I'm gonna see if I can use it again. Man, I should have had the camera on. I was actually just kind of getting warmed up. Really didn't have. I'm gonna have to re-rig this. This was it's kind of tore up. Sun's shining. It's a little bright out. Might have to put my sunglasses on. Hold on, I gotta pinch the end of this off here. Go ahead and rig it back up. Yeah, that kind of surprised me because honestly, I didn't really think I was gonna get anything. I was just kind of doing some practicing, you know, and getting used to casting again because, you know, it's the beginning of the year. But yeah, shit, man, he freaking hit it pretty hard too. I'm gonna just basically set it up to where the hook just peeks out right there. Let's see if we can get another one. It's kind of windy. I'm set this camera up here, trying to get situated. I gotta try to get this camera set up so we can get a good footage on it. It's a little windy. I put a little I think it's an 1/8 ounce pitch on weight. I didn't really want to take time to re-rigging it to actually put the correct weight on this, so I just did a little pinch on because it needed to. I got to hit the bottom with it, and I probably could use a little bit extra weight because the wind is blowing pretty good, and I was just kind of taking my time, letting it since the water's kind of cold. I didn't think they'd be too active, so I'm just kind of letting it bounce on the bottom. Not being in a hurry with it. Right about there is where he hit it, and he hit it good too. I may switch up and put a heavier weight on it. I tell you, that really surprised me. All right, I tried something. I'm gonna try something different. A little artificial swim bait, a little plastic swim bait. Got a nice size weight on the end of it with a weedless hook. See if we can a little bit more weight, get it out there a little further. And this is just kind of a swim bait. It's going to stay closer to the bottom. I don't really want something too fast because the water's so cold. I'm not sure how active they are. That's kind of why I was using the just a little worm to bounce it off the bottom. This one here is just a little swim bait. I mean, you can also bounce it off the bottom. But the tail, when you reel these in, the tail has a lot of action. So I'll just kind of reel it slow as I can, try to get enough action. Let me get it out here and see what it looks like in the water here. I gotta figure out how fast to reel this thing. It's got some weight to it, so I can really get it out there, and then my line stays a lot tighter now. And I'm using a little bit of a dark color. I've got these in the kind of a dark green, and I've got them in white. Let's see what this thing looks like here. See if I can see it swimming. Oh yeah, I see it. Okay, well, yeah, I don't know how slow I can reel it, because you got to get action on this thing. Dang it, I got a little burr in my line here. It's trying to hang up on it when I want to throw it out real far. Man, that stinks. I may have to put some new line on this. Well, I'm gonna try it a few more times, and then I think I'm gonna switch to something else. Well, I'll move on down. There's actually a walking trail that went all the way through there. There was actually one or two other spots to fish, but I got hung up on something right in front of one of them spots, so I didn't stop. So I came on down, and it almost looks like somebody's dug this out to actually be able to sit right here. I don't know, not unless the bank did this, the water washing up. But I'm gonna try this place. There's actually some grass growing right there. Looks like a good spot for some fish to be hanging out. I'm gonna just start out by throwing this way. I'm using, I got hung up. As you can see, I don't have much line left. I got hung up and had to cut the line. So I'll have to, I've got some more line. I'll have to pull all this line off and put some new on, because I don't have that much. So this time I've rigged up that little 3-inch artificial worm, and I went with the white one this time because I think, I mean, it's really, the water is not that bad. As you can see, it's pretty clear. It's a little bit stained. I'm trying to go with a lighter color so they can't see it as good. And I've got a eighth ounce weight on it. Yeah, I don't know if the wind has died down or if I'm getting blocked here. Doesn't seem as bad. Maybe I can get something to come out from that grass, hit it. Oh, oh yeah, something was hitting it. Dang. Yeah, I don't know how big he was. Maybe I didn't give him time to swallow it. Didn't give him time to swallow it. A little too anxious. Seems like they're shallow. They're trying to get warmed up here. Do it on this side. It kind of stays shallow here. I wanted to get further down to the end because the wind is blowing that way and all the bait fish might be blown up against the end down there. Well, here we go again. So I caught me another nice largemouth, and this time I didn't get it on camera either because I didn't think I was gonna catch anything, but I switched over to a spinner bait and I've just been throwing it, and whammo, he gets it. And of course he gets it right out here. So they're definitely shallow. They're coming up. They're shallow because the water's cold. So I'm gonna go ahead and release him and try it again. See if I can get this out. Yep, so I've tried a lot of different things and the water's cold, so they're not really aggressive. Sure enough, I'm like, well, you know, usually a good you know, aggressive spinner bait, this one here does have some good colors to it. It really looks like a, you know, a fish, minnow, you know, bait fish, whatever, and it's got a lot of action. So crankbaits are good in cold weather. Pretty much what you're looking for with colder weather this time of year is the bass are up higher in the water column, shallow, trying to get it to that warm water. This is riding down about halfway between the surface and the bottom. And yeah, it worked. Let's see if we can get another one. That was pretty much about the same size as the one that I caught earlier. I'm just kind of reeling it in steady, not too fast, not too slow. Cold water bass is really hard. Oh, there's another one. There's another one. Look at there. See, they're right here. They're following it up. Yeah, that's a different one. He's just a little bit smaller. A little bit smaller. Let me get a picture of him. That's pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. So it's about 6 o'clock Eastern time, a little bit after 6. The water is definitely warmed up about as much as it's going to get today. Come on. There we go. Yeah, he's not bad. Not bad at all. That's probably about, heck, that's got to be 7, 8 inches. Oh, something just came up over here and grabbed a hold of something. See, they might be getting a little active here late in the day like this. Water's warming up a little bit. Let's try it again. Yeah, something right over there under that tree splashed. Maybe I'll throw, I still got the other one rigged up with the little worm on it. Maybe I'll get that one, throw it up under there. They seem to get it right about there. They seem to get it right about, I'd say about 20 feet out. Not sure if they're following it in. If they're following it in, or if they're just hanging out right here about 20 feet out. A little shallow. Definitely needed something a little flashy. So the creek fishing that I normally do, really don't fish with big spinner baits and buzz baits. I fish with little rooster tails like I was showing you earlier. You know, that little 3-inch plastic worm. Just a few little things, and then just depends on what bites. You know, those smaller fish, they're usually anywhere from that big to the palm of your hand. You catch them when the water warms up a little bit, just catch them one after another. And then I've also caught largemouth, smallmouth, about the same size that I've caught here today. And I did catch one the end of last year, right there in the fall. I took a picture of it, and I guess I deleted the picture off my phone. I wasn't recording. Man, it was huge. It was the biggest largemouth I've ever seen in person. Definitely the biggest one I've ever caught. It was the size of a football. I'm not lying. It was just in that little creek. Probably been in there for years. It was massive. He was so big I had to actually grab a hold of my line and pull him up with the line. I was afraid it was going to break my rod, and I was using this one right here. And I don't know how much he weighed. If I was to guess, he probably weighed, shit, he had to weigh 8 to 10 pounds. I ain't kidding you. He was huge. I couldn't even hang on to him. He was so big and strong, I couldn't hang on to him. I threw him back in, and I had a picture of him. And I'll have to look. It's probably in my cloud. I bet you it's in my cloud, my Google Photos cloud, because pictures get saved to the cloud. So I got to check and see, because that thing he was massive. But I'm gonna fish a little bit longer here, and if nothing else, I'm gonna call it a day. Definitely gonna come back to this spot when it warms up. I bet you this is a good fishing hole here. First time I've been here. Yeah, I tell you, I wouldn't mind having a little two-man boat, a little one-man boat. I'd put in right here. This is a perfect spot to put in. Nice big trail behind me. The road's right there. Yeah, it'd be great because you could access the other side over there. There's not really any way to even fish over there, even if you could get over there. I don't know, there must not be any big ones in here. There's got to be some big ones in here. Not unless, you know, obviously there's a lot of people that fish here. You can tell. They probably catch them and you know, take them, eat them, whatever. I just catch and release. I know there's got to be some bluegill in here. I seen them guys earlier fishing down on the other end, and they were just fishing with a little bobber, and they were catching looked like to be bluegill. I couldn't tell, they were pretty far away, but they were definitely a bluegill or a crappie or something. Well, I don't know. We got to get any more. It's crazy how basically, oh, he didn't, he got hung up. Well, I should say hung up, got tangled up. Yeah, so caught one, and with what, I think I threw it out the second time on this thing, caught one, and then threw it out again, caught another one. Come on, there's got to be more than two of them out here. Oh yeah, got another one right there, same spot. Oh, I gotta get some slack here. Look at that. See, that one's a little bit bigger. Nice, nice. He's a little heavy. I can feel that one. He's got some weight on him. Oh, let me get him. Well, you can tell they're cold. They're not fighting at all. They fight a little bit, but they're getting them right there on the end. I'm gonna get another picture here. I'm a member of a called Kentucky Fishing Facebook group, and I want to get some pictures. There we go. Just when you think you're not gonna catch any more. Look at that. Another nice one. And a beautiful fish, ain't it? All right. Go ahead, buddy. Get back in there. I'll be damned. The old unreal. They like that thing, don't they? The old spinner bait. I've got a buzz bait, topwater buzz bait that I tried. Didn't get nothing. You know, I was thinking, well, maybe they'll come up and hit it on close to the surface, but nope. I don't know what it is about that thing, but they sure like it, don't they? Colors. Definitely flashy. Like I say, you know, the water is a little bit, it's kind of clear. It's a little stained. And I kind of didn't want something that was going to be too visible. You know, this one's not too awful dark. It's pretty flashy, so it's definitely attracting them. And every one of them seems to have hit it right out here about 15-20 feet out. So I'm not sure if they're just swimming up and down this bank, or are they following it all the way in? But every time they've hit, there's another one. Oh, I missed him. I was a little bit too quick on that one. Every time they hit it, they hit it. Oh, one just jumped over there. Over there on the edge of that grass. Yep, one just jumped over there. Wonder if I should go to a top water. Top water buzzbait. Oh yeah, I got one. Do I have a fish or am I hung up? No, I got a fish. He just jumped. That might have been the one that I just seen jump over there. Oh man. What do we got here? Oh, he came off. He came off. Man, I should have been a little bit more patient. Oh well, dang it. That must have been the one that jumped over there. Had to have been. Because I threw it right down the side of that grass. Yeah, I should have took my time. I think he was hooked good. I would just ripped it out of his lips. You know how they say, let's go rip some lips. I'll be dang. She's still tied on good. Man. Pretty good. I didn't expect to really do this well today, but it's weird here at the end of the day, but I think it's something to do with the spinnerbait that I'm using. Man, I shouldn't have reeled that one in so fast because I was pulling him against the current. And I'd say I just ripped it right out of his mouth. Boy, I'd like to get way over there where those tree branches are in that water. It looked like a whole tree blew down. I guarantee you there's some over there. Well, I'm gonna call it a day. Man, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me with this little fishing adventure. First time out. Well, actually I've been out 2 times already this year, kind of cold, over at the creek. Didn't really do so good. I caught one fish and I didn't want to, you know, put that out on YouTube first time, you know, or the new channel, you know what I mean? So, but man, this lake is pretty cool. Actually met a guy that was here fishing. You know, he was telling me that last year wasn't that good. There's some big turtles, massive turtles, real big turtles. He thinks they're eating the fish. But as you can see, I did pretty good once I switched over to the spinnerbait. Man, cold water, kind of, you know, not a buzz bait. It was below the surface, but kind of high in the water. Man, they were hitting it. So I did lose the one, but I had fun. You know, it was kind of cool. First time out, first time fishing here, and caught some you know, decent size. So I do appreciate you guys checking this video out. Please like it, subscribe, share the video. I want to just try to keep throwing videos out, you know, maybe one a week. My goal is to get out and hit the water on the weekends. I can't really do it during the week so much. I'm kind of busy. I actually have a performance shop here, and I stay busy doing that. So I actually have a YouTube channel on the performance shop if you guys want to check that out. We do mostly domestic V8s. We do some imports, mostly domestic V8s, old and new. We build motors. We do all kinds of badass stuff. So if you want to check that out, I'll leave a link in the description below. The shop's called Savage Performance. I have a YouTube channel called Savage Productions, and I have another YouTube channel I just started called Savage Performance Garage. So you guys check that out, and if you do see that and you enjoy it, you know, like and subscribe to that one too. That'd be cool. We're trying to grow them channels. So anyway, I do appreciate you guys checking this one out. Stay tuned for some more videos coming up. The weather's starting to warm up, and we're going to be getting some fishing action going. So appreciate it. We'll catch you on the next video.